everybody, it's Angie. Welcome back. Today we are going to do a reaction to BandMaid Alone. It's the official video, and it was by request. Um, I had a couple of videos that I did the other day, and there was an issue with the sound. So I'm having to redo those videos. This was one of them. However, I didn't realize when I looked back just now to start this, I didn't realize that the individual had requested the official video, and I did a live version. And I decided I still wanted to do it because I had a lot of questions about the live versus the official video when I was watching the live version. Just some of the things, the thoughts that I had during the live version was the lead singer, sometimes when she would sing lower, I was having a really difficult time hearing her. And I was just kind of wondering if it's just because it's live, if it sounds different on an official video. So we're going to go ahead and react to this right now. A lot of times the live is a lot different than the official video. So let's see what we got. Let's get started. Okay, so just right out the bat, we're getting that low voice, and I can hear it a little bit better. I still have a little bit of difficulty hearing her, and you know, maybe it's just my ears. I don't know, but I'm really impressed by this group. I love the idea that it's a bunch of girls. One of my hero bands was Heart. Because Heart came out in a time when female rock bands were unheard of. And they just killed it. And they came from my neck of the woods, so that was even more awesome. But yeah, this particular band, what I have heard of them so far, I do like. One thing that I like is how good they are at the instruments. So let's hear some more and see if I can spot any other differences. And we'll see what happens. Let's go. When she gets into that, you know, higher voice, she just sounds awesome. She has a really good voice and excellent delivery. They are very fun. You know, they have a lot of talent, and then they give you a show as well. So I really like that. Let's continue. So I could hear her just fine on these parts. I really think it's my brain playing tricks on me. Doesn't sound like she's speaking English, and I think because I don't completely understand what she's saying, my brain is telling me, oh, you can't hear it, which is not true. But yeah, as I said, this is a second listen. Last time was a live. This is the official video. I was kind of on the fence when I did the live. I really, really liked their musicianship, but I just wasn't sure as far as the singing portion of it. But, watching it a second time, it's kind of undeniable. They are very, very good. And it brings me back to a lot of the music, actually, I would say early 2000s, very similar as far as how it's presented. So let's just continue, see how much more interesting things we can find. Searching for a way to escape. Oh, oh, oh. このまま何もかも忘れさせておくれ。何もかも君が忘れてしまったようなそんな目で私を見ないで。Doesn't matter if we're in here. 受け入れられたらそれでいいじゃないか。Oh, 現実からの逃避行さ。That was a fantastic solo. Like I said, they are just extremely talented musicians. If you just had them play with absolutely no vocals, which I'm not saying the vocals are bad, I'm just using this as kind of like an analogy, they would still sound awesome. But you add the vocals and it just makes it so much better. It makes it a lot of fun. As far as the video, it's kind of, just your standard performance video, but they do make it more interesting because of their showmanship. They're very skilled. I'd like to see more from them just because I'm curious if there's more that I'm going to like, or obviously I like this. The one thing I realized at the end of the last reaction that unfortunately I couldn't use was I had to like it because I was sitting there bobbing my head the whole time. If you're sitting there bobbing your whole head the time, you're getting something out of it. Anyways, let's finish this up. So that was fire. I really, really, really did like it. I enjoy them just because, like I said, I love the way that they present themselves. They have a lot of fun. They're all adorable, really cute, fantastic musicians, very good singing. As far as the parts that I thought I was having a hard time hearing, I mean, maybe I'm crazy. Let me know. Do they sing some of this in another language, some of it in English? Because I did hear plenty of English as well. And as the song went on, the low stuff didn't seem as hard to hear as it was in the beginning. Maybe I just had to adjust to it. I don't know. But I really, really liked it. Like I said, it's one of those songs that gets you moving. It's a good time song. And I'd love to hear more. So if you have any suggestions, it would be just fantastic if you would drop them down in the comments. One thing I did want to say that I have been thinking about is, I get these suggestions, obviously, in the comments. I know who they're coming from. I haven't been doing any shout outs on the videos themselves verbally because I know some people maybe don't want to be shouted out. But I would love to do that. So what I've been doing up to this point is if a song is done by request. I just went ahead and put it down in the description who the person was that requested that particular video. So I think what I would like to do moving forward is I'm just going to automatically do a shout out in the video itself, unless you put something, in the comment, please don't shout me out or something like that. If you put that there, by all means, I will respect your wishes and I will not shout you out. I also, if you put that, will not put your name or your handle down in this description either. So anyways, I would love to have lots more requests. I do have a considerable amount of young blood that's been requested. And then the next video I'm going to be doing right now is actually James Blunt Monsters, which is one I haven't heard before. So I'm kind of excited because I've seen that a lot of people really like that song. Anyways, if you have requests, put it in the comments. Any feedback is welcome, good, bad, I don't care. And it would be awesome if you'd hit that like button, and even better if you subscribed. I mean, let's face it, if you've stuck around for this long, you got some kind of value out of this video, and it wouldn't hurt my feelings at all if you subscribed. Anyways, I'm going to cut this off now. I don't want to make it too long. So everyone that is watching, I hope you have a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is when you're viewing this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.